Ever since Auston Matthews was drafted number 1 overall by the Toronto Maple Leafs in 2016, they have made the playoffs every single season since then. But despite having a very talented team, they have only made it past the first round twice and have never made a conference final appearance. They have only made the second round twice, and that has come in 2023 and this year in 2025, both times coming against Florida. And in 2023, they were gentlemen's swept 4-1 in that series. And Auston Matthews has been a leader on this team and considered to be a top 5 player in the NHL, but he has absolutely crumbled come playoff time year in and year out, and he's expected to be the face of this franchise and has been given captain responsibilities this season. But Auston Matthews has been anything but a leader and a playoff performer this season, and everyone says that real superstars step up in the playoffs, but Auston Matthews has done the exact opposite of that. Last season, in 2023-2024, he had 69 goals throughout the regular season, but then come playoff time, he had only 1 goal the entire first round playoff series and completely shrunk the entire playoff run. Throughout his career, in the 2 times that the Leafs have made it to the second round of the playoffs, he has played 11 games and scored 1 goal, recording 5 assists as well, and having a 3-7 record, including this year. And throughout the last 2 playoff runs, he has played 17 games with only 4 goals. And that extends back even to the Florida series the year prior in 2023, where in the last 22 playoff games for Auston Matthews, he has recorded only 4 goals. And if you look at his production in comparison from the playoffs to the regular season, throughout the regular season for his entire career, he has averaged 0.64 goals per game, which is well above average and is a elite mark. But when it comes to the playoffs, he averages only 0.39 goals per game over that time period. And over his last 3 playoff runs, it has been significantly less as well. But Auston Matthews just hasn't shown that he has what it takes to be a real leader in the NHL and for this Toronto Maple Leafs team. And obviously, there are huge issues with this team, and there's a lot of guys that have not stepped up for Toronto in the past few seasons, including Mitch Marner, John Tavares, Morgan Riley, and others that have just not stepped up. And their goaltending has never been good enough to win a playoff series. But at the end of the day, there has to be a level of leadership when it comes to your captain and your best players. Even when Auston Matthews wasn't necessarily named captain, he still was their best player. And you expect a player like Auston Matthews to light it up in the playoffs when the pressure's on and the lights are the brightest. And yes, of course, you expect a guy's numbers to dip down a little bit, and you can't expect him to be on a 69 goal per season pace in the playoffs and averaging almost a goal a game like he did last season. But you can expect him in a playoff series the last 6 or 7 games to at least score 3 or 4 goals and contribute more than he has throughout his career. And this hasn't just been a one season, one off thing, but Auston Matthews has really struggled throughout his playoff career. And coming up on a game 7, it is noteworthy that in game 7s, he has struggled more than anything. And he has never scored a game 7 goal in his entire NHL career, despite playing in multiple game 7s throughout his career in Toronto. And when you are the leader of an Original Six team and you have such amazing talent around you, you need to step up and become the leader that can lead this team to a deep playoff run. Because your time in Toronto, when you have a core of Auston Matthews, Mitch Marner, William Nylander, Morgan Riley, Matthew Knies, and others, you have to have results with this team, because even after this season, Mitch Marner is most likely out of here because you can't pay everybody. And you have so much talent on this team. You literally have 5 players that are all-star caliber and even all-pro level caliber in this same franchise, and this is the best goaltending that you have ever gotten if you're a Leafs fan. But when your captain, the guy that you named captain this season, hoping to lead them to a deep playoff run, when he cannot step up, and this season he has struggled more than any time else, you have to question whether he is the right pick for your face of the franchise and especially for your captaincy. Because when you're naming someone a captain on a playoff contender and a cup contender, or someone that you hope is a cup contender, that player has to be able to elevate his game in the playoffs year in and year out. And Auston Matthews has not done that, plain and simple. He has not been able to elevate his game come playoff time at all throughout his career. And yes, he had a big goal in game 6 to lead his team to a game 7, but can he produce when it matters the most? Because if he had scored more and produced more throughout this past series, they probably wouldn't be in a game 7 situation as is. But this team has to step up, and this is the time for them to actually make a run because their window is quickly closing, especially if they cannot re-sign Mitch Marner, and they're quickly looking at losing a lot of their pieces to free agency because they won't be able to pay these players in the upcoming free agency periods of 2025 and 2026. And they're looking at potentially losing guys like Tavares, Marner, and even possibly Morgan Riley as well. And if they lose this team and squander time and chance after chance after chance and 9 consecutive playoff appearances in a row, this will be considered an all-time fumble for a professional sports franchise, and especially if they cannot make it out of the second round even to make an Eastern Conference final and not even sniff a Stanley Cup final appearance. Let me know if you think that they will win in Game 7, and let me know if you think that they can actually make a Stanley Cup appearance and run this season. God bless you all. Have an amazing day, and make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm really trying to build up this channel a lot more. God bless you all. Have an amazing day. And make sure to like and comment and subscribe to the channel.